Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and we just got a small update in the news that recently, after some confusion of it being advertised in the files after a previous data download, it was then potentially seen as like an April Fool's, because in the files the year was listed as 2022, so we didn't really know what was going on. But now we have an official announcement that this Parade of the Dead event is coming, which brings the STR Great Saiyaman that awakens into Great Saiyaman and Videl. We saw this art asset with Frieza. The full asset shows a bunch of the other enemies, including some of like Bojack's minions, members of the Ginyu Force, Kui, loads of like characters. It's basically from that scene in Fusion Reborn where all of the villains are attacking the city, and then Gohan basically one-shots Frieza. It's a pretty cool scene. Obviously, you know, with all the stuff that came in Super many years later not having happened yet, it was kind of interesting to see Frieza back on the scene, having no idea who Gohan was, and then getting absolutely destroyed by him. But this is finally being announced in the news. It's coming out around this time tomorrow, apparently. There's still no actual information about the event itself. Like, there's not, as far as I know, there's nothing in the files. The wiki literally just shows the bare bones. Like, I'm assuming maybe there's gonna be more than one stage, but I guess we just don't know at this point. There's gonna be at least one stage that's gonna have this STR Great Saiyaman as a drop card, but that's essentially all we really know about it. So obviously it would be good if there were multiple stages, just because, you know, get a few extra free stones here and there. But the main aim is going to be to farm this Gohan that awakens into the Great Saiyaman and Videl. So Great Saiyaman and Videl are the Defenders of Justice category. Now that category is not yet live on Global. So this will actually bring the category to Global, whereas obviously it is live on JP because that is one of Videl's leader skills. So we're not going to have a summonable Dokkan Fest leader for the category on Global, but we will have this free-to-play unit. So I'll have to get somebody who does farm them up and rainbow them to set them as a friend, and we will make a video using this team on Global, obviously with the 50% lead, so probably have to take on a somewhat easier event. But this unit is going to be really good for that category. They raise attack and defense for 1 turn on super attack, they do supreme damage, and they lower extreme class enemies attack and defense. So that's an interesting new twist on a mechanic where they lower attack and defense, but only for extreme type enemies. So obviously they're going to be much more useful in certain events than others. And then their passive, attack and defense 58%, then they get an additional attack and defense 58% when performing a super attack, and then another additional attack and defense 41% when attacking extreme class enemies. They have a chance of performing a crit, plus 4% per Defenders of Justice category ally on the team. So obviously if you are running an actual full team, including the friend as well, it should be 28% chance to crit built into their passive, which is pretty cool. So you obviously want to give them a little bit more additional in their hidden potential system. And then they give Defenders of Justice category allies key +3 and attack and defense and chance of performing a crit 18%. So they do a lot. Even on JP, because this unit is going to be releasing on JP at the same time, I believe. Even on JP, they will actually make a very good support unit for that Defenders of Justice team. They're just obviously in a slightly weird place on Global because we don't technically have the category yet until these guys come out. So they have Infighter, Courage, Patrol, Hero of Justice, Signature Pose, Shocking Speed, and Shattering the Limit. So whilst that's not the best link set for some units, they're obviously more designed to be run on that specific team. They're going to link up well with other Saiyaman units like LR Saiyaman 1 and 2, and these guys together on a rotation are going to be really, really good because they're both going to buff each other by quite a significant amount. So I guess we'll probably do that as a rotation when we show off the team, because they're on joined forces as well. I think those two together are going to be really, really good. So if we have a look at the category, obviously we don't have Videl on Global. This Gohan gets an easy A on JP. I say gets, he's already got it. Now, this is what we have him as on Global at the moment. I can't see them releasing this EZA alongside the event, like nothing else is announced in the news, and that EZA is how he picks up the Defenders of Justice, like sub-leader skill. So we're not going to have him either. So literally we are just going to have this SAIYAMAN and VIDEL as the leader. But the category does have some solid units on it. I mean, LR Jiren is on it, who's one of the most powerful LRs on Global. Obviously, like we said, LR SAIYAMAN 1 and 2. And then there's a few other decent units on here. One of the interesting things about this category is it does feature all of like the Xeno Goku and Vegetas. So the Super Saiyan 3 ones are on here. The base form ones, who are like the family support units, are on here. And then we have like the Gohanks and Xeno Gotenks. So basically any of the characters from Heroes who are like aligned with the Time Patrol are on this category, which is kind of cool. Obviously Supreme Opie of Time is on here, who's a really good support unit. Tech Gohan kind of stands out as being one of the best units, as well as the High School Gohan, who is a super good Super Types support unit. So we are going to be able to make a very interesting team. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito as well is an insanely strong unit. So it's going to be interesting because for Global, you can make quite a powerful version of this team. You're just stuck with using the SAIYAMAN and VIDEL as the leader. So you're only going to have a 50% leader skill. But certainly is going to be interesting to see what is going to come alongside this event. Hopefully, like I said, it will be multiple stages and not just the single one. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to put this team together. Like the Universe 11 guys are on here, like the Pride Troopers, the free-to-play Casserole. Like looking at it, this is a very free-to-play friendly team because we're going to have the leader, this Gohan. I mean, pre-EZA, he's okay. But if we're talking solely free-to-play, we've got these two. We've got the LR SAIYAMAN 1 and 2. I guess Great SAIYAMAN from the barbershop is a good linking partner for them, I guess. But there's this other SAIYAMAN 1 and 2 free-to-play card that are pretty decent. We got the Gohan and Videl as well. Actually, looking down it, there's a lot of versions of Gohan and Videl that are free-to-play that are going to work really well on this team. In fact, looking at it, you might actually be able to make a full Gohan and Videl team, because we've got this Videl from the second Broly movie. I guess, yeah, that's it for the TURs, but we've got the actual leader, the SAIYAMAN and Videl. We've got the movie Videl, we've got this Gohan and Videl, this SAIYAMAN 1 and 2 that have a slightly different name, so you can run these guys here, the tech one and the STR one, and the physical LR, all on the same team, because they all have slightly different names, even though they are technically the same character. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. In fact, what are their leader skill? Super types, yeah, so you have to include all 5 typings, like the STR Rose and Tech Vegito Blue. But technically, you could make a pretty solid Heroes of Justice team out of this. Or should I say... Defenders of Justice. You could make a decent team using them as the leader, to be fair. So certainly be interesting. We'll play around with that and put some teams together and see how it goes. But let me know what you think of this category and the STR SAIYAMAN 1 and 2, or SAIYAMAN and Videl, I guess. I think they're going to be an interesting unit. They're a fun support unit for Defenders of Justice, and obviously for Global it's going to be essentially the best we've got to be able to run that category. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.